Assalamu alaikum YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is planned but unplanned. So I know what the topic of the video is, but I'm not doing it the way I usually do it, which I've picked certain things that I'm going to talk about beforehand. I kind of have an idea and I've been thinking about doing this video for a while, but I'm going to make it kind of like a conversation and see how that works, because I feel like it's more natural. Then you guys will feel like I'm talking to you more naturally rather than this. So we're going to see how this works out. If you guys like it, then let me know and I might do this more often, but hopefully it'll go well. So today's video, as you see on the heading, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but you know, it's about first day of school, new school. This can be high school, college, university, anything. It's about making friends in school specifically, and the importance of it and why it's so important and what can go wrong and what can go right. I know it's a bit late, I know September has passed, but I still feel like if you've started school this year, you haven't made those solid friends yet, maybe, and there's still time to make changes. So I thought I'd do this video. If you guys want to find out more, then keep watching. Alright, so I was thinking about this topic because my younger brother just started college. He finished his GCSEs last year and he just started college, and I had some advice to give him as an old sister, just to kind of let him know what I've learned changing schools over the years, finishing primary, secondary school, then college and university. I have learnt my fair shares of do's and don'ts when it comes to school friends. We'll start off with the negatives first, because I feel like it's the most important thing. School friends can affect your education like you don't understand how much they can affect it. No matter how motivated you are or how your attitude is when you first start school, your friends can influence you or make you do mistakes, which can affect your education in a pretty bad way. So I would say when you first walk into that first class and you meet the first set of possible friends, I would say avoid those talkers. Do you know what I'm talking about? The people that are really loud in class and make jokes. They might seem like a lot of fun and you might enjoy their sense of humor and think, oh, I could hang out with this person in school, it's going to be so much fun. But they're most likely not serious, or they're most likely the ones that's going to disrupt you in class if you sit with them. So the talkative ones, like the really loud, not talkative outside of class, that's fun. I'm really talkative outside of class, but I would say in class, if you see someone that's really talkative and disruptive and doesn't really care about what the teacher's saying, avoid that person. Also, avoid the person that's really pessimistic. I know there's a lot of people that feel like it's cool to diss school, or oh, I hate this, I hate being here, when is school gonna end? Just those really negative people, because they might find it cool and might act like they're cool, but to be quite honest, they're not going to think it's cool when they get their results at the end. Or maybe they're just lying to you. Maybe they try and act all cool and then they're studying like crazy at home and they're going to make amazing grades and just be like, look, I was so cool, I barely studied in class, or I didn't give a crap, and then I made amazing grades. A lot of young people do that, so I would just say avoid that, because as a young person, you're easily influenced and that negativity might brush on you, and you might be like, oh yeah, I don't want to be at school, or I don't want to pay attention, or I don't want to feel that determined. You should kind of avoid those kind of people. Third set of people that you should avoid are the people who don't want to help or act like they're too good. One, they're not going to help you. I feel like in school, if you make the right friends, you can have study groups together and things like that if it works for you, or have people that motivate you and be like, have you done that coursework, or have you studied for that exam, or have you done that assignment? But if it's the ones that feel like they're smarter than you or whatever, they're not going to help you out because they want to do better, or I don't know. Those kind of people, even though they're not going to affect you as bad as the ones that don't want to achieve, they're still going to affect your studying process. So avoid those friends as well. I got a few messages on Ask FM, people saying, how do I make friends on the first day of school? Or how do I make friends when I start a new school? It was kind of overwhelming the amount of people that asked me those questions. So I'll link it to this video because it's relevant. So once you've decided, yes, this person seems like a cool person, seems like they've got their head screwed on right, I want to be friends with them, what do? I would say to you, especially if you have similar class to them, you won't be surprised. Just as much as you want to be friends with people in school, they want to do the same, because it's difficult when you start a new school, and it's the most unawkward way to become someone's friend, because everyone's kind of open to it, open arms. So I would say just kind of make conversation, like just be like, oh, how did you find psychology, or how are you finding the school in itself? Like, even if you don't do the same subjects, you have the school in common, you're both new to the school. So just be like, how are you finding the school so far? What classes do you have? So and so. And then next time you see them, say hi again, sit next to them in the library, ask if they've had lunch, have lunch with them. Just like slowly become their friend that way. I would definitely say, from experience, I'll give you guys some of my personal experience so you can kind of see what I mean. My university time was the most obvious. I was very lucky to have met two amazing friends on the first day. All of us did the same course. We all worked together in terms of making sure that everyone was on time in terms of assignments. Everyone started at the right time. If anyone was confused about certain things, people have their strengths and their weaknesses, so to balance each other out and just give each other a bit of hand and advice. And to be honest, I was so blessed with them, because we never had this mentality. I've noticed young people have this mentality of, well, I want to do well and I don't want you to do well because I want to do better than you. But that doesn't matter. The reason why that doesn't matter, it's not a competition where one person wins. You can all get A's or A stars, if it may be, and all be happy at the same time. They don't give out a certain amount of A stars in school, so why can't all of you get it? At the end of the day, you might need each other to support each other through this process, because education, even though it's the subjects that you're studying and the teachers, the people in your class is also a really important part of it. The time that you are in school, those few years, will go by. And if you don't take advantage of those few years and actually put in the work, you will regret it when you're not cool, when you don't finish school and it's difficult to find a job, especially if the jobs that you want. It's already difficult when you finish university or whatever, but imagine how difficult it will be when you don't. So that's how you know this is an unplanned video, because I'm like all over the place. One other thing that I want to add in the end is that these friends that you make in school, some might be for life, but most aren't. Like, I can count in my hands how many friends that I've walked away with from all the different schools that I've been to. So don't let them ruin your education and then not have a lasting friendship with them. It's like they are so important to you then that you allow them to affect your life, but then once you past that time, they're not important anymore because they're not even there. So I would say, think really carefully over the people that you want to be friends with, even if it's in the middle of the year and you realize, oh crap, I've been doing really badly, and you look and you say, why? Because I haven't been listening in class because this person's been distracting me. Then be like, what do I need to do? I'm rambling on now, so I'm going to end the video before it turns into a long video, and I feel like I say that at the end of every video, but it's okay. If you guys found it helpful, give me a thumbs up so I know if you guys like this kind of videos, and also if you like the chatty videos like this where I'm not planning it, let me know too. If you are new to my channel and you are seeing me for the first time now, then subscribe, because then you can find out every time I upload a new video, of course. And if you guys are not following me on my social medias, I am shamelessly promoting myself, then you can find me at Sadia Ali on almost all social media. Yeah, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, I'm at Sadia Ali. Thank God no one else took that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much, and hopefully you guys are all studying hard. Bye. Assalamu alaikum.